welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to the Vibe Tribe family. Today, it is Timeout Thursday. And what this is basically I take an adult timeout. Things maybe that have been bugging me, or maybe I've had an epiphany. You never know. So today we're going to talk a little bit about letting people in and learning to trust again after betrayal. So let's get into today's video. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you join the Vibe Tribe family by hitting that little red subscribe button. If you like today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, as it does let me know I'm on the right track for creating content for you. If you don't like it, that's okay. Give me the thumbs down. Don't bother me none. Thanks for the watch time. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, as it does let you know when my videos upload. And, well, it's a squirrely schedule. And one more thing. This video is for adults, not children.
Hey everyone, how's it going? How's your day so far? Hope it's a fantabulous one. Sherry here, aka Diamond Art Addiction. And we are here for Timeout Thursday. If you are new to Timeout Thursday, what this is me taking an adult time out. Sometimes we need to step back from things, and this could be where I have an epiphany. It could be I need to vent. It could be just, some bullshit that's been going on, and I want to talk about it. I have learned over the past 7 months. Yesterday was like my 7th month anniversary. I have been on YouTube doing videos for 7 months. I have learned a lot about myself, about YouTube land, and a bit about people. But before I get into Timeout Thursday, I'm just gonna touch base on a couple things. First thing is, last night I did live card readings on my channel. I will link that live up there somewhere in the eye if you want to go check it out. It turned out really good. Like, it went a lot better than I had anticipated. At one point, I was actually going to cancel doing the live, but then I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. We'll touch base on that in a little bit down the thing. I didn't want to let people down. I know a lot of you were really excited for it. If I was not able to get to you, then you'll be at the top of the list for the next time that I do Wednesday night live card readings. I am going to, basically every 2 weeks. So I will be doing Wednesday night live card readings 2 weeks from now on Wednesday. And then not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, I will be doing live card readings in the early afternoon. For our UK friends who, want to be able to get a reading, but that's a little late for them to be up. That's like 2, 3 in the morning for them. So, I want to try everybody wants to have a chance, right? And that's why, okay, I will do live card readings every 2 weeks, one Sunday, one's Wednesday. And like I stated last night, if your name was on the list for Wednesday night, it will remain on there for Wednesday. You can't come into the Sunday readings and want, to be at the top of that list. That's just not going to happen. But I had an amazing time last night. I had fun. It got intense at some points, but that happens. That's just, the way live card readings can go. You can get really, really good, positive, upbeat, and you can get really sad, or you can get really intense. It's just the way it goes. But I very much enjoyed it. I'm going to touch base a little bit. You'll hear me, talk about why I struggle to do it a little bit down into the video. The other thing I want to touch base on is my painting. This painting that I'm working on is my Tis the Season Tuesday collaboration that I am doing with Danielle, Diamond Painting Queen. I will link the unboxing of this painting up somewhere in the eye. I am actually starting to follow through on putting those little things up in the eye. I'm not forgetting. Yay me! Progress. So this painting here is Cat Lovers, the painting, and then Danielle has Dog Lovers as well. There is some objects in this painting that represent my spirituality, but I'll touch base on that in Tis the Season Tuesday. And you guys, like right now, Treasure Studios Art has their pink sale going, Pink Friday. Pink is the new black. So the pink, Pink Friday, squirrel. Pink Friday sale is on. It is 20% off site-wide, like 20% off, whether it's diamond paintings, paint by number, cushions, wall decals, you name it. But that's just not all, you guys. That's not all. If you use my affiliate code DAA15 and your order is over $40 US, not only are you going to get 20% off, you're going to get that extra 15% off. Like what? Wow. So if there's been a painting that you have been eyeing up that you would like, if you want to do this painting here, the Christmas one, like the Cat Lovers or the Dog Lovers, these are limited edition. They are only going to be around for as long as we are doing this collab. Once we're done the collab, they go bye-bye. Bye-bye. No more. So, yeah, it's like that is crazy, crazy savings. Now, if you use that affiliate code, yes, I do make a small commission off of it, which helps me to bring out content, because that's where it goes. The money goes right back into my channel for diamond paintings or accessories, so on and so forth. That is the same for my PayPal link. A couple of you were asking how they can donate to the channel. First, I'm going to say this is not something that has to be done. Just watching my videos, commenting, sharing. I see that the shares have gone up, so thank you very much for sharing my video. I truly appreciate that. We are going to be having the 2,000 subscriber giveaway soon. We're like 120 people away. Yay! The Vibe Tribe is growing, and I am so grateful for that. If you are new to my channel, welcome to the Vibe Tribe family. So happy to have you with us. So I think that was basically all that I wanted to touch base on. Sorry, I'm just trying to get, there we go. Okay. So I really intended to film this morning, but last night while I was going live, yes, we are getting into the Timeout Thursday now. If you don't like swear words, please just stop watching, because I'm pretty sure, some language is going to come out. I might get a little bit emotional. For so long, I've been holding back, because I don't want to, bring anyone down. I don't want, it's just, but I'm like, now it's like, fuck that. Like, seriously, like, I've just had enough. It's just, it's my channel, and I'm gonna talk about what I want to. And today, I'm gonna talk a little bit about, opening yourself back up and learning to trust people. And just because some people have burnt me doesn't mean everybody is going to. And that doesn't just go for me. That goes for Mr. Addiction too. He's been taken advantage of, used, and that's just over the last 10 years that I've been with him. He's actually lost faith in people compared to when I met him and we got together 10 years ago. His whole disposition when it comes to people has changed. And it's really sad that people take advantage of people with kind hearts, or just trust instantly and trust what people says. Something recently, unfortunately, sorry guys, something got said that hurt some people, and we didn't mean to do that. We really didn't. It's just we've been burnt so bad by people, and I don't really want to get into how, but so that's where I'm like, wow, okay, it's time to take a step back and go on a timeout. And me and Mr. Addiction are not used to people genuinely wanting to help. We're not used to that. When we worked at our previous job, they helped us out, but there were major strings attached, and it's really hard to let people in. Stay put, drill. And over the last 7 months that I've been doing this, I have met sorry, I gotta wipe the tears. I have met some of the most amazing people. And unfortunately, my trust issues, along with Mr. Addictions, are getting in the way of friendships, and as that photo said in the beginning there, letting go of old thought patterns, letting go of the bullshit from the past. You think you've let it go and you think you've moved on until something like this happens, and something gets said that hurts. And then when you realize you've hurt somebody, it really, you got to step back, and if I get really, really squirrely, you guys, it's just because I haven't gotten much sleep. So, this has been a huge wake-up call that, not everybody is out to betray you. Not everybody is talking shit behind your back, and I have had some paranoia, and that stems from past issues, right? Like when people go from talking to you to not talking to you, you know, I'm slowly trying to learn not to take that personal. You know, like the world doesn't revolve around my fat ass, if you know what I mean, right? Like, plus I'm borderline, like I have borderline personality disorder. And what that is it means I have very, very intense emotions. My emotions are fierce. Like when I love somebody, I love them fiercely. Like you're gonna know it because you're going to see it the way I look at you, the way I talk to you. You know, if it's in a relationship like with Mr. Addiction, the way I touch you, the way I kiss you, you know, it's there, it's intense. And when we're sad, it's intense. And, you know, it'll get to the point where I'll send you 1,000 messages sometimes, you know, either, you know, just begging for forgiveness. And, you know, words hurt. Words hurt. And I never wanted anybody to get hurt. I didn't want anyone to, you know, and it's time to step back. It's, you know what, you guys, like I said in my live last night, I've literally had enough of pussyfooting around, thinking that, you know, if I talk about something, it's going to start drama, so don't talk about it. Or, oh, maybe I better not talk about that because, you know, and it's like, fuck that shit. Like, I have a dry sense of humor. You know, I love fiercely. I'm very kind. I love people and I love helping people. That's why I did those readings last night. You know, sippy time. I did those readings to help people, you know, to try to provide some comfort or answers or a way of maybe letting go of something that's holding you back. And that's where I'm at. I need to let go of the past betrayals and move forward, you know, and letting go of control. Like, I kind of have a tendency that I love this thing. Sorry, squirrel. I love my trash can for garbage drills. I absolutely love this trash can. I want another one. Another 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Squirrel. So the way I look at it, on a go forward basis from this day forward, I am just going to be my dry sense of humor, say it like it is, and just do what I want to do. You know, like, I'm done. You know, I'm done trying to be friends with people. You know, because friendship is a two-way street. You know, and if you think what I'm saying right now is geared at you, then ask yourself why you think that that is geared at you. You know, this isn't me trying to cause drama. This isn't me poking at someone or, you know, it's just in general. It's just in general. You know, like, everybody gets so butthurt so easily. You know, I told you guys from the beginning, if you've been following me or watching my channel, you've been with me from the beginning, then you know I started this to tell my story. And yeah, my story has a little bit of sadness. It has darkness. It has, you know, like, and if that bothers people, unsubscribe. You know, I'm tired of worrying about what other people are going to think. And that is something I've been like my whole life. And what it is I don't want people mad at me. You know, if you've got beef with me, bring it to me. Don't do what Mary did and blast me all over social media so my friends and family could see. So you'll get your pity party because you only tell one side. You know, and then I got 1,000 million people messaging me saying, what did you do? Like, blah, 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 you know? And this is why I don't trust people. And I know that's not fair. That's not fair, you know, because I don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss out on good friendships, you know? And, you know, I just want to learn to be able to trust, to let people in and not think that there's ulterior motives. Because I had friends like that wasn't too long ago, it was over the last 10 years, that they were only my friend for me to do something for them. And then when I could no longer do anything for them, they kicked me to the curb. You know, ulterior motives. Yeah, here, I'm gonna give you this. And then a few days later, well, you know what? I gave that to you, so you need to go and do this for me. And you need to do that for me because I gave that to you. That's what happened. You know, this is an ex-best friend. You know, like there was ulterior motives. And that's why it's so hard to accept kindness. Because every time I've seen kindness, it got thrown back in my face, you know? And yeah, I'm emotional right now because okay, I'm just gonna take a break, you guys, and breathe, go for a vape, and then I'll be right back. Okay, man, I'm just an emotional, blubbering mess up over in here. Jeez Louise, Murphy. Nah, you know what, you guys, that's just who I am. I am emotional, and, you know, it is what it is. And I know a lot of you can relate to this, you know, where I know a lot of you can. You can relate to where, you know, people, you know, say John comes over to help you change over your tires or something like that. And then 2 weeks later, you know, you're getting ready to go to a family function that you had planned. And next thing you know, John is messaging you saying they need help with something. And you're like, well, I kind of got to go to this family function. And then John's mad at you because, well, I helped you, but then when I need help, blah, 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 you're not there. So if that's, you know, that's something that me and Mr. Addiction need to learn. You know, I'm a little bit more, you know, because what has me so emotional right now is the fact that somebody got hurt because of our past behaviors. And I say our because we are a couple. We are a couple, and we're just very sorry. You know, and this is what a timeout is. This is like, you know, Timeout Thursday is my day to get emotional. Is my day to, you know, Let's Talk Tuesday is more, let's just chat and bullshit over whatever, you know, life updates, blah, blah, blah. But Timeout Thursday is my day to get emotional. And that's where if people don't like it, don't watch Timeout Thursday. Because that's what Timeout Thursday is my timeout that I can, you know, and yeah, it is what it is. And if people don't like it, oh fucking well. You know? It's my channel. And this journey is for me to heal and learn. And I've learned a very, very, very valuable lesson this week. And I've got to learn, like, I have a big fucking mouth, you guys. I do. And sometimes I say things that I shouldn't, like kind of a no filter kind of thing. And I really need to put a mild filter on my mouth. Sometimes I give out too much information, more than I should give out. You know, and I don't think, it just comes out, you know? And I mean, it's not something that is meant to be hurtful. It just comes out. Sometimes I trust people and I give out too much information. And that's just because I do trust you. But then what happens is information that I give out sometimes can have a tendency to, you know, be used against me. If you know what I mean, right? Like it can get used against you. You know, like when I spoke to somebody about this wonderful gift that we were going to get, and I spoke to somebody about it, and they were thinking bad of me, like, you know, like that I did something snaky or sneaky, you know, and they just couldn't accept the fact that, yeah, you know, and why? Like, why are you thinking so bad of me? You know, like, I am so tired of my past mistakes being thrown in my face. You know, like, we all screw up. We all fuck up. We all make mistakes. You know, and don't use that against somebody. That's just awful. Oh, there we go. They're working with this pen. My hands were starting to cramp up there. Squirrel! So I've learned some valuable lessons, and I definitely need to change some behaviors of, you know, and, you know, like they say, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result each time. Like, you know, like that's the definition of insanity. So that's something that needs to get worked on. I need to work on some shit. I need to work on myself, continue working on myself. You guys I may seem a little bit distant over the next little while. And that's just because there's a lot going on. But I have some very exciting things coming. I've been working, you know, hard on the sidelines, like behind the scenes. I've been working hard to bring some stuff to the Vibe Tribe. I'm very excited about it. It's going to challenge me. And I like a good challenge. I don't turn down a challenge. I like to challenge myself for the better. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. Oh, I just love this tray. Squirrel! I love this tray. If you guys, you know, I can't even think of it right now, but anyway, I will have it down in the description box. This is probably one of the best diamond painting trays that I have used. This one was the color of the month for October. it's, you know, that, and it's color changing with the heat. Like, you know, when my hands stay on it, it will actually change it yellow. It was called candy corn. So yeah, I really like it. I got that, and I got the little wax caddy. So this is where I keep my wax. So sorry, squirrel, that big squirrel, big squirrel. You know, I really appreciate you guys, you know, letting me do vent. And, you know, it's definitely not a pity party whatsoever. It's just blowing some steam off, you know, and saying it out loud, because once you get it out, I'll never talk about it again. I'm not gonna go on and on and on. I ain't gonna be beating no, you know what I mean? They saying, can't beat a dead horse or whatever it is. Not that I would ever do that, but you guys know what I mean. Like, I'm gonna get it out. I've spoken of it, and then I'm gonna move the hell on, you know, and learn from it. And that's all anyone can do, you know. Like I said, I have a tendency, you know, like, yeah, I can be very paranoid, and I really want to let go of that. And like, when it comes to control, there are just some things that we can't control in life. So you got to let go, let it go. You know, like, we can't control what other people think, say, or do. You know, and what other people think of you is none of your business. Just like what anyone thinks of me is none of my business. That's them. You can't tell somebody how to think, feel, you know, like it don't work that way. Sorry guys, I'm just pulling back this here because I've kind of got it. I know what section I want to work on. So I'm just, yeah, squirrel. I'm just going to fill in the U's here. When I started this journey, you know, I never anticipated that the Vibe Tribe would grow like this. I never imagined that I was going to meet such amazing, kind, loving, generous people, like my Australian family. You know, I love you guys. I have 2 Australian families that I adore, absolutely adore. I've got Rachel and Ozpop from Treasure Studios Art. You both are amazing. I value your friendship so much. You know, I share my grandson with them. You know, I think it's so cool when Grayson gets older and kind of understands, just to sit there and say, yeah, you got a grandma and Ozpop down in Australia. Like, I just think it takes a village to raise a child. Sippy time. So I can't wait to let him know. And then I have Nicole and Leon, that I don't know where I would be without them. And I care very much. So, you know, and then I've got Pippa. I got a huge Aussie family, and I love it. I'm really hoping one day I can go down to Australia. I think that would be amazing. Like, yeah, am I afraid of the creepy crawlers? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely am afraid of the creepy crawlers. Ain't no doubt about it. But I'll put that aside. I'm sure I'll be just fine. They'll give me the ins and outs and do's and don'ts and where to step and where not to step. Because you know, my last name is Murphy, and anything that can go wrong will go wrong. I've just grown used to that, you know. See, there we go. I got it yellow. You can see it. See, oh, I love that. How you, yeah. Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. And I find like with the ridges, squirrel on the inside, they are a perfect space apart. So I actually ordered the December one, which is copper. I used the last of my YouTube paycheck to place another order with them. So pretty excited to get that in. Just gonna put this away. And it goes right there. Okay, we're gonna move on to G, which is 420. Right now, like when I looked at this in my unboxing, it's kind of like color blocking at the bottom. You got a little bit of color blocking here, but like right in here, oh man, confetti. So these paintings, I think, have a combination of confetti and color blocking. Come on now, diamonds. Come on, work your way out. There we go, good enough. Probably more than enough, but that's okay, that's okay. There we go. Got some more diamonds. Shake it all about. Is that song, the Hokey Pokey or whatever? You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out. I can't remember the rest of the words. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Oh man, you guys, see, I already feel better just getting that out. You know, life, we are always learning. It doesn't stop. You know, like we don't stop learning just because we're adults. When we become adults, it's a different set of lessons. Like right now I'm watching my kids and, you know, they're getting older, obviously. And, you know, in this day and age, I don't think you could pay me enough to be a teenager again. I really don't think you could. Like, you know, and I'm trying to tell my son, like, don't worry so much about what other people think. You know, it's like I need to really like learn from myself here. You guys know what I mean. Take my own advice kind of thing. It's hard, you know, like you can sit there and you can preach it, but, you know, and I think in one way, shape, or form, even if people say they don't care what other people think, I think people do. You know, no one wants to be hated. No one wants to be disliked. No one wants people talking shit behind their back. But it happens. You know, it happens. It sucks. Of course it sucks, especially if it's coming from people that you trust. Sippy, sippy time. You know, when you find, and that's where I think my trust issues come in, is, you know, I've had people that I trusted called family. And they do horrible things. So, you know, I'm going to pick myself up again. And I'm going to dust myself off and keep on going. I'll let you guys know, I am a control freak. I am a control freak. And, you know, I've got to learn to let things go. Don't push people. It's hard though, right? Like you should see when I'm in a vehicle. Oh, you guys, when I'm a passenger, oh, it's bad. I'm a nervous passenger because I've been in 9 car accidents. One was being hit in 99, just a little while after I had my son. I was crossing, like, lost my son. I was crossing the street and I got hit by a car. Another one was in BC, British Columbia, wrapped a pole. You know, it's so, and I've always been the passenger when I've been in these wrecks. So yeah, of course I'm going to, you know, be nervous. Sorry guys, I kind of just blanked out there. Gonna start stuttering. My MS is really flaring. Like, I've got really bad dropsies. My speech can go, and that's just from stress. You know, everybody has stress, but when you have a condition that stress can make it worse, yeah, you know, and that's okay. Like, I don't talk about MS because I will not allow this disease to define me. It is now a part of who I am. And, you know, at first, I was really in denial. Nobody wants to have a chronic illness, you know, and when I first started YouTube, I wasn't even going to talk about it at all because I don't want people thinking I'm looking for sympathy or I'm on a pity party. And I will talk about it, but in little bits in here and there. And, you know, like people who have fibromyalgia, stress can cause a lot for them. And that's the same with MS, right? When you're worried, you know, about money, kids, trying to sell a condo, you know, Christmas, all of that, it can, you know, you flare up. You know, sometimes I really have good intentions and, you know, I have to learn to pace myself. Oh man, I've got really bad brain fog. There was something else I wanted to discuss with you guys. I shouldn't really be drinking Diet Pepsi either. But that's okay. I want to, and I'm gonna. This journey has been one of the best decisions I've made in the past 10 years. And I'm no longer going to allow others to influence me in any way. If I want to, I'm just going to do what I want, when I want, how I want. You know, I will always have respect. I will always, you know, be kind until a line gets crossed, and then I'm not so kind. You know, I'm not one of those people that can pretend everything's okay when it's not, you know, and that's why I wasn't going to film at all. And I'm like, no, fuck that. I need to vent. I need to get this stuff off my chest. And if you're like me and you're one of those people, that once you talk and you work through, you speak of it, just getting it out, speaking about it. You're not bottling it up. And I know I've said this before, and I probably sound like a damn broken record. But like I said, some people got hurt because of trust issues. Even though these people have been amazing, they've always kept their word, and I'm so broken. I never wanted anyone to get hurt. So we definitely feel really bad. And I'm hoping that if they watch this, just know how sorry we are. And this has taught us that you gotta change those behaviors. You've got to let go of things that no longer serve you for the higher good, to better yourself. It's definitely been very eye-opening. I know you guys are probably going, well, what happened? I really don't want to get into the details of it. And, we'll just leave it at that. We're not perfect. We're not perfect. Nobody is. And it's been acknowledged, and go from there. I'm just so sad. I am so sad. And that's why I wasn't going to do the readings last night. And then it's like, doing the readings. I'm going to do it. Not backing out. I don't want to let people down. That's another thing with me. I will bend over backwards for people. Not as bad as it was. Like my ex-best friend, it was to the point if she said jump, I would say how high. And then she got me a job. So I really, that's where we're, because it would always be, well, I got this job for you, and completely took advantage. So that's where when people start being kind, especially with Mr. Addiction, I have slowly learned that, yeah, I'm starting to repeat myself now. So I'm in my timeout. I'm going to diamond paint for the remainder of the day. And yeah, I feel a lot better. I got it out. It's off my chest. Like I said, if I'm bringing you, really, my speech is really going. I got bad brain fog too. I think I've already said that. I can have a tendency to be very forgetful. I may have said something to you, and then a couple hours later or a couple days later, I'm going to come to you and I'm going to be like, ooh, and you're going to be like, yeah, you already told me that. And I'll be like, oh, okay. So if I do that, please just say something to me. There's not much I can really do to fix it, but I can acknowledge it and apologize. I really want to tell you guys so much. And it's because you guys are like my family, right? And I've never been this open before. And it does feel good. It feels good to get a lot of this stuff off my chest. And I know a lot of you can relate. I get the messages. You guys are like, you know what? If you need to yell, swear, rant, scream, do it. just let it out. That, you know, like, and you guys, a lot of you can relate to some of the things that I talk about, you know, and that's why I do it. You know, I do it for other people to know they're not alone, that, you know, I'm struggling too. I have really, really bad stress, just like a lot of people do. I don't look at myself as any worse off than anybody else. So, you know, when I get those messages saying like, you know, oh, I can totally relate, perfect. Like that's, you know, and if you have any suggestions, you can put them down in the comments. You can email me. You know, I don't mean to not email or message people back. It's I forget. So please don't be afraid to resend your email, because I do get a lot of emails, like not just from people, but from other things. Need a sippy. So please don't be afraid to resend your email or send me another one. Be like, hey, you live over there because I emailed you and I haven't heard back. I'm not gonna think that you're pushy. I'm not gonna think that you're not bothering me. Not at all. I love hearing from you guys. I really do. And that's where I'm trying to get better at comments. I love interacting with you guys. I really do. Like, this journey is amazing. You know, even though I can talk about some dark shit, I can talk about some taboo shit, I wouldn't change it for the world. I really wouldn't. I'm feeling better now that I got that off my chest. And, you know, you guys will never hear me talk about it again. I have a journal, not a journal, but I call it the brain book, that I write down what I spoke about, so I can go back and look and make sure that I don't repeat myself, because it can happen. And if it does, c'est la vie. C'est la vie, because yeah, you guys have been drilling it into my head. It's your channel. It's your channel. If people don't like it, they can unsubscribe. And that's right. Please do. It's just like the trash taking itself out. Not that I'm calling people trash, just an expression. Okay, you guys, I think on that note, I am going to bid thee all farewell. I have an unboxing to film. So on that note, it's time to bid thee all bye-bye. Stay positive, live blessed, and until the next time, many, many blessings. #Vibe Tribe. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for letting me vent. See you next time.